Hey, happy Monday. Welcome to the Angel Channel. And thanks for showing up to practice with me tonight. I've been looking forward to this all day, and I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to a nice energy scrub, some live readings, and just getting to commune with my tribe. So happy to see you tonight. It's been kind of a crazy week. I seem to be continuing on my breaking things role, which is just driving me absolutely crazy. And, I've been talking a lot about the last 6 months kind of having an event happen for me that changed my vibe and my color and my energy and how things had changed since then and had kind of shifted from a place where I needed something outside me to make me happy. And it had kind of shifted to this inner happiness. And you say happy and you want to like, but it's more just this kind of like calm, like centered place that has been just really joyful. I'd heard about that my whole life, as you're learning from people and you see people that look like they have that, and wow, maybe one day I'll get there. And then all of a sudden it's there and happening. And yeah, it was kind of a crazy time, but being able to maintain that while things are all going hunky-dory and cool, that's all, well and good, and that's one thing. But being able to maintain that while stuff outside you is problems. And keeping that inner peace and that inner calm and that joy and even gratitude for what's going on is a great place to be. Now, it sounds it sounds easy. And the last couple of weeks, especially, the world has shown up and dumped a dump truck full of stuff on top of me to make me like, oh man, it's just been test after test after test. I feel like I've been in a martial arts video game going level up, level up, level up. Just when you think you've like beat one group, it's another group. So what I'm happy to say, happy that I'm still maintaining my glow and I'm still making stuff and I'm still moving forward, and I just can't I can't even think about giving it up. And I know that like maintaining that happy zone and that centered zone will return the smooth waves to the ocean. Yeah, it has been a turbulent time on the astral ocean, man. I have to tell you, I don't know if any of you have been reaching out for it, but whoo, there have been just really monster waves, a lot of rogue waves actually, that just come out of nowhere. So as always, I'm remembering for once to ask you to hit the subscribe and like button, and thank you for the comments you guys have been putting down. It has really, really helped a lot. As a matter of fact, our last little video that was the angel conversation, which has produced another couple of things that I hopefully will have for you next week. And we're getting a couple hundred views, and I'm just stoked that it's just it's lighting, it's taking off, and I'm really digging the way it's been growing, and I appreciate all of your effort towards that, and thanks a lot. Hey, Jacob, do we have the QR code for the deck? I've made a fancy, there's a QR code website where you can go and make your own QR codes for stuff. So I'm going to do some experimenting, load some stuff up on Facebook and just see if people will go to it. And if we can't get that up tonight, then we'll certainly have it up next week. Oh, there we go. QR code. Well, that's a little big. Anyway, direct QR code to the deck. If you want to go to the deck, straight away, it's right there. There's still a bunch, a few of the angel decks. There's a bunch of the tarot decks, and we're going to be seeing what we can do about doing some special discounts on both of those next week, and I'm I'm pretty stoked about that. Yeah, I have a couple of live readings to do for some people that asked me during the week. Helen, hello. Circled on the wrong episode. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're getting ahead of it, Helen. We're like getting loaded up instead of doing everything like the day before. So we've got all the next little thumbnails loaded up for the next few weeks, and we've got next week's already loaded up. So don't miss your chance. Um, we're going to be doing an episode of Being the Light tomorrow night. I'm pretty stoked about that. It's going to be about secret books. And I've got a little treasure trove of books. If I was going to a desert island and could only have a couple, which ones would those be? And I want to share those with you guys and see if I would love to throw it out to you if you guys have any special like secret tomes that you want to share. Please bring them, and we'll probably be diving into the handmade grimoire. I'm getting ready to do another one of those, like 30 years later. There's been a lot of learning in the last 30 years. Been a lot of learning in the last 3 weeks, man. I don't know. So, Grace, how's it going? When's your next show coming up on the Grace Grella Show? Pretty stoked. We're gonna the week after on the Be on the Light show, we're gonna be doing a. I'm gonna have my friends Patty and Jack on, who do the Tibetan bowl meditation every Friday morning, and we're gonna go through a whole like half hour bowl meditation and guided meditation, and that'll be super stoked. And then the week after that, I've got my friend Jess, super badass Miami lawyer, who's going to come on and talk to us about being proactive as opposed to reactive, and we'll discuss. AI is kind of like changing the whole landscape of what's intellectual property and who owns what and what those things are, and that's her main specialty is intellectual property, copyrights, and that kind of thing. So I'm pretty stoked about having her on and getting some questions asked. So if you or any of your friends have stuff, if you or any of your friends have stuff that have questions about that area, make sure that you're on the show that night, and we'll get you some answers. All right. So Grace, May 30th is the next Grace Grella show. I just, I always want to pump a nice plug to Grace. She does an amazing call-in psychic medium show with my friend Michael Zinn. I think it's like one Thursday of the month, and this month it happens to be May 30th. Next Grace Grella show. So Grace, I'll be there, man. Anyway, and thanks for all the support that you've lent and sent my way. Debbie, hey, how are you? Good to see you. So I think without further ado, we'll just bust into some energy practice here tonight and start talking to some angels, because tonight's angel is one of my absolutely favorite angels in the whole deck. And the energy that's just been surrounding me all day, and the thought of getting aware of this energy the rest of the week is just yummy beyond words. I'm very, 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 very excited. All right, so let's get a little cleanup going. Let's get some sacred space made, and let's start talking to some angels. All right, everybody kind of gather their energy. And let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Really deep. Pack it in there. And really release the tension at the end of your exhale, just like every time. And as you're releasing the tension, also release your thoughts. So you think less and you become more and more focused, maybe on the just even on the word blank. One more dip, cleansing breath. Inhale. I this week I've had a really difficult time keeping my energy field clear of extraneous goop. There's been a lot of stuff around, like astrological stuff going on that's pretty intense, and it just seems that everywhere I went this week, it just was a coating of some kind. So I'm pretty stoked about doing this elemental grounding right now. So as always, we'll start with the fourth band, the energy band. It's your fire band, and it is the band that is the interface between the upper astral and your own energy and your physical body. All right, gather your energy inside, brighten up your aura. Pull your energy into your solar plexus and let it flow out into your energy body. Just give that a second, and with each breath, take in more energy. The more energy you take in, the more energy you'll be able to take in on the next breath. And let's really pump it up. Yeah. Take all that energy and push it out into your light body, all around you, 360 degrees in every direction. And I want you to just kind of perceive your aura. Even if you can't see it, feel it. And I'd love for you to write down what color you think it is. Keep brightening it up. One more time. It's all sparkly. All right, so we're going to the fourth band. I ground any negative energy of any kind. I ground any negative energy of any kind. I ground any negative energy of any kind of my own construction or anyone else's in this frequency or any other. Take your energy and really comb through your aura. Push out everything that doesn't belong to you. And push everything down into the ground. Let's give it one more good pass. I ground any negative energy of any kind. Any negative entities as well. All right, we're moving to the second band, the emotional band. That's where the sea has been the most turbulent this week, so we're going to give this a good scrub down. I ground any emotional goo of any kind of my own construction or anyone else's in this frequency or any other. All the swirling emotions, anger, pain, resentment, mistrust, disappointment, apathy, envy, jealousy, rage, and anger. All right, we're going to give this one its own. I ground fear in all its forms and faces. Fear in all its forms and faces, especially the places where it hides. When it tries to look like anger, or being offended, you make excuses for yourself for not starting. When you don't do what you know you need to do for yourself, when you don't give yourself the love you deserve. Push one more really hard down all the way into the ground. I ground any negative emotions, nasty, gooey, negative emotions of any kind. Oh my goodness, I already feel better. All right, we're going to move to the mental band, the third band. I ground any unused patterned energy. I ground any mental energy, negative mental energy of any kind, of my own construction or anyone else's, in this frequency or any other. I ground any unused pattern energy, negative thoughts of any kind, obsessive thoughts, circle thinking, negative thoughts directed at others, negative thoughts directed at you. Give them a nice sweep. All right, last we're going to the first band, which is our earth band, closest to us, and our interface between the astral and our astral body and our physical body. And it is all about materialization in the real world. So we are going to knock out any blockages that are in the way of any progress, forward progress in the material world. I ground any blockages, any negative material blockages of any kind of my own construction or anyone else's, in this frequency or any other. I ground any blockages related to my finances, any blockages having to do with the material aspect of the home, your cars, any blockages relating to your job, your work. Any material blockages relating to health, blockages of any kind related to health. I ground any blockages of any kind that are preventing my forward progress in the material world. All right. Now that we're all sparkly, it always feels so much better. I can't even believe it. All right, let's pull up a fresh batch of creative potential energy from down at the core. Extend your straws all the way down to the core of the earth, right where the core and the mantle scrape against each other and make electromagnetic energy. And with each breath, draw up a fresh batch of that crackly blue energy. Okay. And let's keep going until you get some goosebumps or you have your own personal tell and it says you're full, man. Just keep going until you fill up. Okay. Here we go. Feel it running in through the bottom of your feet, up your legs. Nice tingle tonight. Yeah. Yeah. While you're pulling up that energy, pull it up with joy. Think about how bliss feels, how love feels. Fill that energy with everything bright. Unconditional love, gratitude, peace. When you get the goosebumps, you know you're good. All right, we're going to do a little sacred space now. We're going to cleanse that up. And I would just encourage you to take that energy that's glowing out of you now and in your aura. And as I'm doing the banishing, I want you just to extend that energy out to the four corners of your room in each direction. I'll do it 4 times. It'd be great to face east to begin this, but it's not absolutely critical. And with each time, as I'm doing the bowl and I want to banish and clean the space, I make this place pure, just project out to the edges of the walls of your room and just coat it with that energy that's pulled up and program it to just keep your space safe and clean and sacred for the presence of our angelic little conversation tonight. Okay. All right. So we're facing east. I banish and clean this space and make this place pure. Counterclockwise sends, clockwise brings. I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. I'm so grateful for our gathering this evening, our energetic souls getting together to commune with the light and the angel and the angelic energy. I ask that you consecrate this space Make it pure and full of light. And that our angels would show up tonight and share their wisdom, share their love and compassion. And I have a couple of friends out there this evening that are in some significant pain, lost loved ones, other issues. And we send them a massive, massive, massive love wave. And we send our love, absolute gratitude, and our wish for bliss for the source. Woohoo. Michael, welcome. Glad you're here, man. All right. Let's go ahead and get into the card of the week, because this one's a yummy one. Pahalia, Angel Pahalia. Yes, the angel of redemption. Yo, Jacob. Yeah, I thought, yes, you are correct. Absolutely. My bad. The angel Leuviah, the angel of expansive intelligence. The tarot card for this is the Two of Cups, and that's one of my favorite cards in the entire tarot deck, and you'll see why in just a second. This particular card kind of radiates love. Like if you look at the top of the being and that circular halo, pretty intense. Yes. Okay, let me have the reading. This one. And I don't know about you, but I need this one this week. You're about to be gifted love that is nurturing, creative, clearly focused, inspirational, and equally fulfilling. A beginning to a new romance in which you will experience communication, balance, and deep love. Together, you will reach your goals. The seed is blossomed into a tree of appreciation, two souls equally cherished. Good, solid ideas are passing between two people. Respect will blend your two hearts together, the feeling of being simultaneously very special to one another rather than just equal. Expect a surprise. I love surprises. I'm an Aquarian. Two whole, complete souls, when united, create a third construct larger than either of them separately. A love affair which will unite your separate qualities and abilities through love to produce something in your lives beyond what either of you could have achieved alone. Love gives meaning to the sexual drive that leads us to it. You will find success once you have connected your spiritual and material world into one. Gifted, don't go away from this one real fast, Jacob. Wait till I want to talk about this one for a second. Of course, as a card reader, one of the main things people want to know about are their relationships and their love lives. And that's always a really cool thing to know about. But one of the aspects of this, and this card certainly speaks to those things happening. And, like the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is all about love. And the Two of Cups is the moment when you realize that you've gotten ready for a relationship. Maybe you weren't in one, maybe you've gotten out of one, and there wasn't a drive to find that, and now you realize that you're kind of open to that, and you realize that you are your heart's kind of out there searching for something. And it's that moment where you walk into a bar not expecting anything, and you look across a bar and you meet somebody's eyes, and bam, it's like this electricity that happens. That doesn't happen very often, but it definitely does happen. And that spark, that ignition of like interest is an amazing feeling in every way. And it's this, wow, like I've got to know more kind of feeling. And that's really kind of what the initial part of this card is about. And I keep making the referral. The last part of this is talking about when two souls unite and create a third. It's a third that's bigger than them. And that's I actually met someone here in Sebring, and we've had a really wonderful relationship, and it's just pretty well describes that relationship. And about 6 months ago, she and I together had this merge, and there's something about the resonance of our energy. I've met a few people over the course of my life that do this. You can meet somebody that vibrates with you on a cool level, and it feels really good. And you can even feel charged up a little bit after the meeting, whereas opposed to somebody that resonates in a really off frequency with you, and you usually feel drained after that. But every once in a while, I think it's like 3 times over the course of my incredibly long, ancient old life, you meet somebody that just being around them without even talking, the resonance of their energy and the resonance of your energy kind of hit this point. It's like if you've ever seen a singer sing at a crystal glass and be able to achieve this level of resonance to be able to shatter the glass. Only in this case, instead of shattering the glass, that resonance produces a third thing. That's kind of this combo of both of you at the same time. And and you have access to that. And that was one of the ways that I kind of shifted some stuff for myself that was shifting on a lifelong journey to get to. So that third piece is an opportunity to connect with somebody on levels that you really can't even imagine. And, I talk a lot about everybody having their own personal universe and never being able to touch that universe. No one else being able to touch that. It's yours alone. But in this particular case, that sort of changed a little bit with this, because my universe merged with that universe for a second. That's pretty crazy. So anyway, there's amazing love wave coming up this next week, and if you're thinking about being with somebody, then really super cool. If you're with somebody right now, take this opportunity to blow that up again and reignite the things that got you guys together to begin with. And if it's already at a fever pitch, then create a third thing and make some magic. And the most important part of this card to me is that having a love relationship with yourself, super important. And I'm not talking about an egotistical, giving yourself compliments, being a narcissistic kind of oh man, I'm amazing. But to care for yourself, to treasure your light, understanding that your light is part of the all, part of the source, and that's kind of a sacred thing. And in a way, each one of us are a temple. I know we've heard that bantered around in religions and a lot of dogma and stuff, but it really is true. Your body is housing this sacred piece of God, of the source. And that is something to cherish and celebrate, and to make good choices for yourself, to keep your engine and your body in good shape, and to keep your energy as bright as you can. And, that's what we're doing tonight, cleaning up the goo and keeping that as close to pristine as you can every day. And it really will change how you react with other people as well. Because when you have that love for yourself and love blooms out of you, and I'm talking unconditional love now, when that spews out of you, it's an amazing thing to the people around you, and it touches all of them as well. Love is a crazy word. We I had Carlene Love on Be in the Light a few weeks ago, and we had a discussion like, what does the word love actually mean? It's like one of the most overused words in our language, I think. And I hear so many people like do different versions of, if you love me, that is not love, that is control. And anyone that offers you that is not offering you love at all. They're offering emotional manipulation, and you should give it back. And I've been trying to cut down on just throwing that word around, like diminishing it, because it has power. And when you really tell someone with deep, sincere feelings that you love them, you communicate an energy to that person, and it reflects back to you. So I'd love to know any definitions out there for the word love. I've got a comment here from Helen. Hang on. Yeah, there you go. Talking about her son. You know, when you're in the midst, especially, that two of cups kind of love, you don't know that that's real love yet, but it's this, oh man, it's just like a volcano inside you. It's just this explosion of energy. And as you're exploring each other and you're finding more and more and more, it's just overwhelming in so many ways. And that energy kind of feeds on itself and adds. Whereas you look at the emotion of anger, and that is powerful and it burns bright, but it also burns and consumes all of your energy as well, which is kind of the opposite of love, which puts that out in infinite sums. Okay, so let's see, what time do we have here? All right. Well, I think we'll get into a guided meditation, and we'll do a couple live readings at the end. Anybody out there that wants a live reading, please let me know in the comments, and we'll get to you right after we do the meditation. All right. We're going to float on the ocean tonight. So I want you to take 3 deep breaths, and out through the mouth. Doesn't have to be intense. These are just nice cleaning breaths. And with each breath, let go of your thoughts. And you find yourself reclining in your blank space. And you feel held up. And the sky starts to illuminate. And it's illuminated by the moon. As it gets brighter, you see the Milky Way and the host of stars. And they're so clear and bright that they have a light of their own. And you realize that you're in warm, beautiful water. You're floating on the surface of the ocean. And it's very, very calm and smooth. And it just rocks you slowly. Tiny little waves that just move you back and forth. And you can see the moon illuminating the surface of the water, its silvery glow. You take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you release your thoughts into the water and you empty yourself. You're slowly draining out into the water. Yeah, and you can feel yourself there in the moment without future or past. And as the music plays, keep draining and finding your empty self. Ride with the sounds all the way down. Release. Empty. Release. Release. You're floating empty in the beautiful shimmering moonlight, bedazzled by the diamonds in the sky. And now you're going to fill yourself. And with each breath, you pull in energy of love for yourself and the source. And as you're floating, the sun begins to rise. And with each breath, each time you inhale, you fill yourself with bliss and love. Golden, beautiful energy fills your entire body. And the surface of the ocean has become golden, like you're floating in liquid gold, radiant, beautiful. And it fills you with so much joy, you smile, permagrim from side to side. Takes your breath away. Inhale, and it runs up your spine. Oh. And you feel yourself full to overflowing with love and joy, and bliss. And you look at your body and you're radiating beautiful golden flames of energy. And the frequency raises. You're basking in golden light. Brilliant, healing, warm, golden light. And you're still floating, basking in the joy. And the sky turns again to a deep violet, and the energy raises, and you feel yourself lifting up out of the ocean, and you're being drawn by a violet ray higher, higher. And you're taking that gold energy and you're sending it out, spreading it. And the love that you gained for yourself, you're now sending out to others. And you go higher and higher till you sense an angelic presence in front of you. And you pour out your love to the angel, who in turn wraps you in their wings, infusing you with bliss and a feeling of absolute protection, safety, and perfection. And you find yourself floating down now. Stand once again on the ground. Your feet connecting with the earth. And you look down at your hands and they're still
flames coming off of them. And it's a beautiful energy. It's a wind in your sails. It's motivation. It's inspiration. It's feeling like there's an invincibility and an infinite connection to the source. Slowly, we start to come back. Slowly start to come back to awareness here. Rub our hands together, get them warm, twist, make a suction, pop. Take the energy, sit up on you, on your forehead, your third eye. Rub your hands together again. Twist, pop. Take the energy again, move it up over the top of your head, down to the base of your neck. Hands, twist, pop. Up around your face, down around your face. You don't have to be rubbing really hard on your skin. Just you, because you're moving the energy. You aren't really massaging your skin. Just light touch. Rub your hands together. Twist, pop. This time you're going to cup your eyes and send all that healing energy to your eyes. And last, twist, pop. And we're going to do the same thing with your ears. Send all that healing energy right into your ears. Okay. That was a wonderful journey. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm like so way open to feedback and suggestions and stuff, and I would love to hear any comments on how these have been for you. It's kind of been a new scenario for me I've been developing, and any comments or feedback that you can give me on it, greatly appreciated. Helen, I see you. We will fix you up. And I want to say hey to Michael Zinn. Michael's my longtime cohort in crime, and he is doing a show on. He and Grace Grella are definitely doing a show together that I already told you about earlier. But he has a long-running show on Thursday evenings called The Live Stream of Consciousness, and he's just had a ton of really interesting people on there, and it's at 9 o'clock on Thursday evenings on YouTube. So just wanted to shoot you a plug, Michael, and encourage everybody to show up and give them a view. It's pretty cool. All right. Here we go, Helen. All right. Do me a favor, Helen. Just get really nice and centered. Shouldn't be too hard after where we just went. And focus on looking me in the face. And we're looking eye to eye. And I want you to focus on your question. And hold that constant. Hold that focus, Helen. It's pretty good.
Words of wisdom from my friend Helen. Words of wisdom from my friend Helen. Words of wisdom from my friend Helen. The angel of ritual and ceremony. And curiously enough, this angel is the very first photograph in this deck. I shot this image on the very first night, and the whole deck exploded after that. After this, so Jacob, that's number 38. Yeah, we don't have to hang on this one too long, my brother. There you go. Things are really cooking now. Trust that you are able to make good decisions. Let go, Helen, this was written for you. Let go of your need for everything to be perfect all the time. Relax. I don't know if anybody's seen the movie John Wick. But he goes into a bar, and then he meets this guy that's kind of head of the whole syndicate thing, and they're having this intense conversation, and the guy recommends to John Wick to go sit at the bar, have a drink, and relax. So relax, Helen. Your world is moving very quickly, so do not let the pace get you down. Be deliberate in your planning with plenty of time to think before committing yourself. Be certain that you're dealing with the right people, and until they've proven themselves, don't make any big decisions. You are out of balance. You have been knocked over by the people and problems charging your defenses. The blinders have come off so that you can see the truth and communicate. Super important. This has been an emotionally shattering experience for you. You will need outside help. Well, there is definitely outside help available for you anytime you need it, Helen. Let's see. I think that's thinking is not a problem. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see, what time is it now? So we're about at the end of another one. I can't believe it. It went pretty fast. You know, this journey's, I don't know, when we get in those meditation things, it seems like any kind of grasp on the reality of time goes out the window, and it just flies by. So anyway, want to definitely invite you back for next week, and I would love to encourage you to check out Be in the Light tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on YouTube. I'll send out things to your messenger thing. By the way, you guys, like if I'm sending out too many messenger like links, just let me know in the messenger thing, and I'll be happy to stop bombing you. So Be in the Light tomorrow night. And I think that's about it for announcements. All right, so time to be closing it up, wrapping up shop, and seeing you next week. Angel Leuviah, just be with us this week. Reveal all the many ways we are loved, and the special love connection that makes us more. With gratitude, we send everyone on our way, and we all look forward to meeting again next week and communing with the angels and the higher powers. And with all of our love, gratitude, joy, and wish for bliss, we say to the source, thank you.